can't have band at school, yeah. But when you can't have band at school, but when you can't have band at school, yeah. Oh, you gotta have online band.
Question of how am I supposed to record this when I have to keep scrolling down the entire time? Well, the answer is very simple. Is scroll down far enough on the sheet, you get to individual instrument, like the flute one, and then it goes in score order from there. All the different instruments already built into single lines. So let's start with that. Let's go to Etude number 3. Now here it is. You can see the whole vertical path. You know what instrument I'm referring to or what part I'm referring to. So first thing I want you to notice is in the key of concert E flat, you know, for flutes, oboes, mallets, trombones, baritones, tubas. You guys have 3 flats, B and A. For our clarinet friends, tenor sax friends, trumpet friends, we have 1 flat, that's just a B flat. And then for altos, all natural, everything is natural, including F. Horns, we have 2 flats, B and E. So keep that in mind as we go forward. Percussion, yours are a little bit different. When I have elongated notes, you tend to have, you've got a half note, you've got a roll. So I'm not going to be giving any specific examples on roll technique, but I will help with the. Okay, so let's look at the first 3 measures that we've got here. Pretty simple. So one thing I like to do is to tick my parts, which is just putting a slash mark right through. Now this isn't a dot cam, so I can't necessarily, let me see if I can. Nope. Hold on, let me see if I can draw. No, I don't want to put my signature. That's a signing tool. There we go. Okay, well, I'm not happy, so we're not going to do that. Okay, so anyways, we've got a couple different things we can do here. Okay, we're back at it again. Okay. Okay, so the rhythm at first, like I said, I like to tick my part, so I put a slash through the downbeat. So this first 8th note is beat 1, and then on downbeat of 2, we have a rest. The downbeat of 3, we have a rest, and the downbeat of 4, we have a rest. So I'd be drawing a line through this A, through this 8th rest, through this quarter rest, and through this 8th rest. So I know I have 2 notes, 1 and for that measure. That's how it works. So 1 and the 3rd and 4th note only happen when my foot's going up. Here it is again. 3, 4. Make sure you have that extra space in between beat 3 and 4. Okay, now let's look at the next measure. We have a 2/8 note pattern right at the beginning. A, E, F, E. And those 2 are both on the upbeat, the end of 2 and the end of 3. So I put a tick mark on the A tick mark on the 8th rest, a tick mark on the 8th rest to help me know that I go 1 and I only play when my foot goes up. Got it? And then beat 4 is a rest. Here's the first 2 measures counted. 1 and 1 and. That's it. You can sizzle along or play. You can rewind this an infinite amount of times. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now this next measure is deceivingly easy, but it looks difficult. Check it out. We have a tick mark on 1, the and is silent. Tick mark on 2, the and is silent. Tick mark on 3, the and is silent, and then 4 and. 1, 2, 3, 4 and. Now these are each 1 pulse, not 1, 2, 3, 4 and, so it's not this. That's too long on each note. You need to leave space on each upbeat. Okay? Once again, measure 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Ready? And. That's how it works. So here's the first 3 measures 2, 3. And that's it for the first 3. Now, if we scroll down, I'm going to continue to cover a little bit more. We've still got a good 5 measures. So here, 1 and, rest on 2, and, rest on 3, and 4 and. 1 and 4 and 1. And I'm going to put that in there, the following one. 1 and 4 and 1. 2. Here I play it now. Once again, here we go. Cool, and then I have a lot of rest. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. That'd be the second measure of this page, or of this etude. Sorry, second measure of the page I'm currently on. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 2 and 3. That's how that works. So here's the first 2 measures with a half note extra. 2, 3. Good, and then you're off right on 3 and 4 and 1. Yep. Now this next measure we have a beat 1 quarter note, a beat 2 rest, a beat 3 rest, and we play on the and of 3 as well as the 4. So it's 1 and 4. 1 and 4. So here's a whole line that you see in front of you. 2, 3. And then finally we end with a little and 4. You play on the and of 1, hold on to beat 2, off on 3, play on 4. Okay, so I'm going to scroll all the way down to the alto part and play it successively. Etude 3, 2, 3. Okay, I'll give it again because here it is right here if you didn't see it right here. Yeah, I'm going to play from here all the way to here. 2, 3. And it's not too hard, not too easy. Let's look at this last chunk. Etude 4. Once again, we're in a bit of a different key. I'm going to scroll back up the top, talk about the key. We'll go through rhythm. Okay, this is concert A flat major, and actually the last one's in minor. I was totally wrong. It's C minor, not E flat major. But this is a 4 flat major right here. So flutes, oboes, trombones, baritones, tubas, mallets. You have 4 flats, B, E, A, and D flat. So 1 more flat than last time. Clarinets and tenors and trumpets, B flat and E flat. So you got the 2, 3, or the 2 if it's the high E flat. Clarinets thumb 1, 2 side, or all of them in tip. Saxes, you have this B flat, and then horns, you have 3 flats, B, E, and A. So I'm actually just going to go through the whole thing in the saxophone one, and I'm going to talk through the rhythm first, and we're just going to do the whole rhythm from there. So here's some rhythm. Biggest thing is hold on to this first note long enough. 1 and a 3 E and a 4, 1 E and 3 E and a 4. That's a little tricky. Each one of those dotted quarters longer than you think. Da 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 da. In a situation like this where I have 2 16ths and a dotted quarter, I don't really even think too much this. I just feel 3. Of course, I do know it, and I am counting each one of those eighth notes. da 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 ba for beat 3, but you just want to really feel 3. 1 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and 3 and a 4. Sizzle with me. This might be a little too fast. If it is, use the little slow down function. 2, 3, 4. Said that was wrong because I played a B natural. Let's try it again. Ready? Okay. Next one, I have a series of pretty much the same rhythm each time. Here I have 1 E and. Here I have 2 E and. We're going to skip beat 3 in its entirety and look at the last one, 4 E and. So it's pretty much the same thing 3 times in this measure, except we have a little trick here where we have a rest on the first half of beat 3 and the 16ths on the latter half, which is different because in this one we've had 16ths front loaded. Now they're rear loaded. So 1 E and, 2 E and a 4 E and. 1 E and, 2 E and a 4 E and. Ready? Here we sizzle and go. And don't forget about that B flat saxes. That's a D flat for everyone else. It's 5th position, or you got the 2-3 going on in some of the other worlds. But that, and you have those 4 16ths in a row. So be careful. Look at the next measure. Easy. 1 and 2 E and. We know that breakdown of that measure from here. And then and a 4, like a pickup. And a 4. 1 and 2 E and a 4. Pick up into 4. So here's that whole measure. Now, there might not be that same octave jump throughout in every instrument, because that would be a little bit difficult. Bum bum bubble bum. Beam bum bum. Just kidding, they do have it. Everybody else is just super low. But big octave jump, make sure you get your range going on. Brass, make sure you hit the correct. Okay, we're back. Let's do the first 4 measures. 2, 3, and. Okay, now back on the second line here, you see that we do have another dotted quarter 2/16. We've had that before. It's basically the same rhythm as the first measure. It is just a little bit different notes. 1 and a 3 and a 4, just with different notes. Okay, and then the second measure of this line, very easy. 1 E and a 2. That's not a rhythm that you've never heard before. It's easy. Then we have that 2/16 8, 3 E and, 4 E and. And then we continue on that rhythm for a while. 1 E and, 2 E and, 1 E and, 2 E and. Then it changes. 3 and a 4 E and, 3 and a 4 E and. We have the same thing, 8th, then a bunch of 16ths, 8th, bunch of 16ths. 3 and a 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4. Okay, let's sizzle that whole bottom. Last 2 measures ready. Here we go. Which essentially just becomes your scale. Do, 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 ti, 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 do, ti, la, so, oh, do, 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 ti, 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 do, ti, so, or do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do, re, do. 3 and 4. Okay, here's the whole etude, number 4. 3, 4. That's the whole thing. So please use this as a tool, a walkthrough on the rhythm. Please use it just in areas where you find some confusion. Find and isolate patterns that you understand. Use that to your advantage. Happy practicing.
I just want to say Yarg today. So that's my crazy scene, and yeah, I'm not done, Ryan. So yeah, and yeah, so Yarg away to the plank of the say Yarg today. So that's my crazy scene, and yeah, I'm not done, Ryan!